Hey everybody, we are on air with Corsair. It's me, Lucky, your captain, your menace coordinator. I don't know. I'm really bad at intros. One day I'll figure it out. But today I have a special guest with me, and it is Hoffman. Hi, say hi,
Hi,
Hoffman.
how you doing?
Okay, so first we're going to do some community updates as per usual. Or I guess I need to say hi to everybody in chat. Hey, chat, how is everyone? I have YouTube and the
Hey.
Twitch chat up today, and so I'm seeing some people pop in that I've seen before. So, howdy, howdy, how are all of you? Okay, so community updates wise, I am going to be streaming tomorrow. We haven't had a Lucky Wednesday in a while, so it'll be really fun to see everybody. I haven't decided what exactly it is I'm going to be playing yet. Maybe Peak, because that's what my life has been consumed by. Or maybe we'll hop back to Helldivers 2 because I haven't checked out the ODST stuff yet, but we'll see. We'll see. And then Abyssal, can you not? And then Nettie will be here on Thursday. So we will hang out with her. And I think, of course, it'll always be a fun, good time. She's going to be out next week. So this will be her last stream for a week and a half ish. But then we have two special streams on the week of the 23rd. So if you don't already know, we have a couple of live build streams that we're going to be doing on the week of the 23rd. I think it's the 23rd and the 25th. I'll get those events listed in the Discord later today, so be on the lookout for that as well. But it's going to be fun. I'm really excited. One of them may or may not have Bob, which I know all of you guys have been asking about. So, again, keep an eye out for those. But aside from that, I think that's everything for the community side of things. I'm sure I'll have more updates later, but let's get into it. Let's say hi to Hoffman. Let's introduce our new co captain. If you guys don't hang out in the Discord, you guys probably don't know. Hoffman is my co captain, the co community manager. He and I will be managing things pretty much equally, and we are doing pretty much everything together in regards to handling a lot of the community side of stuff. So I thought it would be super fun to introduce him to you guys and also just have kind of a casual community chat to catch up with everyone and see what everyone has been up to. First mate? No, he's not first mate. He is co-captain. There can be two captains.
I staged a mutiny, everyone. It's fine.
What? No, that's not how this stream was supposed to start.
This already happened. This is already done.
I can't. There's. Who signed up for this mutiny? Who am I kicking out of chat? All right, Hoffman. Let's
Yeah,
tell us about your current role. Aside from obviously community manager, like tell us about everything that you do.
yeah. Well, so I'm the community manager on the gaming side of things. So all the peripherals and keyboards, mice, headsets, all that. Basically everything that you don't cover. Um, so that's fun. I've been in that role now for a couple months and kind of getting up to speed with everything. It's going well.
Man, time has traveled.
Yeah. Uh, Summer's ending. It's where did the time go?
Don't tell me that. That
Um,
hurts me. I love summer so much.
and as well as that, I'm doing all of the uh, community stuff for Drop, which Corsair, owns Drop, and um, so that has been the last 3.5-ish years I've been doing that. So lots of community outreach, meetups, and kind of tending to Discord, Reddit, and all that with Drop.
I didn't realize it's been 3 years that you've been there. Oh my gosh. You've been
Yeah.
technically around longer than I have. I only got 2 years at the end of July.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think less time at Corsair proper, but yeah, the under the umbrella for sure.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Um, yeah, and so that's most of what I do here. Um, yeah.
No, that's great. Death Wish, don't be shy. You can leak secrets. Don't leak secrets.
Ooh,
I will mute you.
I wish I wish I had secrets.
Any news you want to drop? If you haven't met Quirky before, Quirky has all of the puns. Like, they are so witty and quick to pulling out these puns. It's incredible. Okay, so prior to here, though, what is your general experience be? And I'm just curious.
Yeah, career-wise, in my professional life, I came from totally different world. The community stuff and working with Drop was a big shift for me. I used to be an engineer in manufacturing and was very heavily involved in the keyboard hobby, like the mechanical keyboard world, moderator on KeyCack and Reddit, and kind of in those communities and all that. Um, and then the opportunity came up to work for Drop, and I jumped on that. So I come from a very more technical kind of sciencey background, and it's been an interesting shift kind of coming into this community environment, which is it's really fun.
I didn't realize how much we have in common, actually, because
Oh,
that's kind of a similar thing. I was in technical support for about a decade, so I climbed the ranks. I was like a tier 3 engineer, and I handled a lot of the. I was considered like a problem manager, so anything that anybody else couldn't solve, they would send to me to figure out, and so I had to go in and find a lot of the deep inner workings of various programs and softwares and sometimes hardware to be like, okay, this is what's going on. Let's figure it out. And then I made the career shift into social media and then community. So, is
yeah,
this the pipeline? You get into
that
general tech support and then you move into the community side of things.
that's funny. Yeah, like do the technical stuff and then hop over to the fun side of things.
Yeah, because that's the same thing with Step, who's in chat right now, Corsair Step. He was part of the technical support team as well, and then he's moved over to technical marketing. So this is,
Yeah,
I'm intrigued by this. I feel like I need to do a study of some sorts and be like, how many of you guys started out in like tech support before you got here? Because that's funny. Do you? Oh, that's a great question, from Deathwish. Do you work remotely too?
I do. Yes, I work out of my the home office here in my bedroom, and yeah, I'm in Wisconsin in the Milwaukee area, and I've been out to the offices, to the headquarters a couple times, but yeah, I work from here.
I mean, I also think that's really just entertaining. I feel like every person I've met who's works in community has worked remotely as well. And so there's something. Wisconsin is
Well,
one of
one
the
of the states.
states.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It is. This is.
I'm not far from Chicago. I don't know if that's what.
No, you're good.
Oh,
No, no, no.
yeah, not far from Chicago. If you're not, familiar with the states and where Wisconsin is.
Oh, Shoemaker just said there's so much going on in my background. Do I mind showing my setup? I will take a bigger photo for you guys and post it in the Discord. So, I apologize if my background is distracting you guys. Do you know those I Spy
It's
books where like it's literally just called I Spy, and each like 2 pages are these like elaborate setups and everything? Yes, that
oh yeah,
I was talking with someone and they're like, yeah, remember those books? That's what your office reminds me of. And I was like, oh my God, I've owned like so many of those books in my life that I think that's probably what has subconsciously like made me get this aesthetic and vibe. And so a lot of people in the community ask me to hide stuff in the background and see if they catch it every time we do a different.
yeah.
Hoffman, I know you can't see the YouTube chat right now, but one of them just said,
Oh,
your background looks like a horror game.
me?
Yeah.
Horror game?
And I kind of see what they're
Uh,
saying, like old school Resident Evil kind of vibes, where you walk into a room and it's just like a singular dresser and a lamp, and maybe there's
yeah,
like one other
yeah.
shelf and that's it.
Well, I'm blocking it, but there's more color here. There's stuff going on. Yeah.
That's
This is, you can tell that I'm not a streamer by trade and by experience. This is the best I could do to kind of put something together.
You see the keyboards now, right? Isn't that keyboard collection really cool? I was telling him he should have scooted the shelf over to the blank wall so you guys could see it. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Some people are like, why are you hiding it? Are you
I'm
planning
not
to
trying to.
be a streamer? That's the hope. I'm planning on getting Hoffman into some streams with me so that way we can do some fun co-op thingies. And then from there, he'll potentially have his own dedicated time frame. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Get a room for streaming. Now that would be nice if I could just get a new room.
That's a mood. This is technically what's
That would-
supposed to be the living room in my apartment. So I just moved all the furniture away and was like, it's my office now.
Yeah.
Corky said, though, he likes the vibe of your room. So you have a fan. You have a fan.
Good. Yeah. I mean, it's cozy and comfy in here. This is just, one section of it. There's a bed with a puppy on it over there. It's cozy.
It's like you read chat's mind. Deathwish just asked if you had any pets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got a mini Bernedoodle.
Oh my god, a Bernedoodle.
Yeah.
She's
adorable.
Have you posted pics in the pets channel in the Corsair Discord?
I did post one when I first joined the Discord.
You need to do it again.
I can post more.
We're a double treat. Maybe. So the other reason people in the chat are asking if you had a pet is because even though it's called Lucky Wednesdays, they actually kind of renamed it to Mercy Wednesdays. So my dog, Mercy, she makes an appearance on this stream, and I have a treat redemption that people can do where it's like every 45 minutes or so, people can redeem it, and I have to call Mercy and give her a treat on stream. So towards the end of this stream, I will be giving Mercy a treat as well. If you can get your dog and give the treat, then by all means join. But
yeah, for sure.
Sweet. Everybody loves a good puppy.
Yeah, actually, I don't have any treats with me right now, but you'll probably coax her over here and
everybody's got to see
her in my lap or something.
Yes. Oh my god. That is my only pain because my dog is a Saint Bernard. She unfortunately cannot be on my lap. I mean, she can, but like, she'll probably fall off.
Hard to keep your footing on such
a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, because I know this is also a question that some of the people in the community have wondered, is what games have you been playing and why is it Fallout?
That's a very loaded question. You know that I haven't played Fallout.
I know.
I've watched the show and I love it, and I'm excited for season 2. But I'm playing so many games across a lot of different platforms. I am big into retro gaming, so I've always got a couple games that I'm playing on the older systems and kind of, working through backlog of things that I couldn't play when I was younger. In the PC world, my main game right now is Persona 3 Reload. So I'm working through that, which has been very, very long going because I have very minimal time because of a baby that happened to us. So
that happened to you?
That didn't happen to us. We wanted to have a baby, but it is that really like threw a wrench into all my gaming time. So working through that very slowly, and then on the Switch, been playing DK Bonanza, which is great. And then a lot of other older things kind of sprinkled through. Playing Ace Attorney on the DS, Puzzle Quest on the PSP.
Ace Attorney's so good.
Yeah. So that's always something.
Always something. Great games though. Deathwish with another great question. I know you collect keyboards, but are you a keyboard and mouse gamer or are you a controller gamer, since you mentioned a few consoles and stuff?
Yeah, keyboard and mouse for sure, especially if it's an option. I mean, if I like consoles and I play a lot of console games, But if it's like a shooter or like a, you know, something more like real-time strategy or whatever, like I'm not playing those with a controller at all. I'm keyboard and mouse all day. Yeah.
No, that's
Civ
fair.
5 is one of my most played games, and I can't imagine. I mean, I have Civ 6 on the Switch, but like it every time I boot it up, I'm like, this is just so much harder than the keyboard and mouse. Like, yeah,
It's
I go back to the computer every time.
Yeah. No, that's so weird to like think about because so I only became a PC gamer in 2011, I want to say. Prior to that, I was almost like exclusively console. And so I don't think I ever really played games like I don't think I've played like RTS games and things like that. At least not on a console. I played StarCraft very briefly on my like aunt's PC way back in the day, but beyond that, I never really like played games like 4X games or anything like that on a console. And so, thinking about it, I'm like, what kind of experience would that be for me if I tried to play it with a controller? Because you're right. I feel like there's so much more nuance in that kind of game that a mouse and keyboard just makes significantly more sense than a controller. But I know people out there who do play on the controller, so that'd be an interesting experience. I might have to try it just the one time to see.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, it works. It's not bad, but yeah, I'm just so used to keyboard and mouse that I can't do it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, and I've been PC gaming since middle school. My friend group kind of went that route as far as what we were pursuing and what we were getting into. So
Oh, that's
that's
awesome.
that's been my kind of world for the longest time. Um, yeah, when everybody like that was back when like Halo and Halo 2 were coming out, and of course half the people wanted to like, oh, let's play that, and I was like, but it's a shooter with a controller. I don't want to do that.
A shooter with a controller. I know. What a time to really think about because it's easily, not even arguably, it's easily one of the most well-known first-person shooters out there, and it was a console title. So I
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's fascinating. Man, now I have like a whole thing I need to think about, and I feel like this could be a separate topic at a different point. Because prior to hopping into this podcast, I spoke a little bit about like I've been playing shooter games since I was a kid, but I've been playing them on like the PlayStation 2. So, I played Medal of Honor Frontline or Red Faction 2, like all of those were on the PlayStation, the console. And I know that
Mhm.
they are still obviously very popular on console today. Like I know a lot of people, I think a good chunk of my family, they only play like shooter games and it's specifically on consoles. But seeing kind of the evolution of those games from console to PC and just seeing how much further you can go with those kind of games on PC, it's I don't know, it's a very fascinating conversation for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's an interesting history for sure.
it is. Am I using a Xenon Edge? I am. I have one Xenon Edge. I might get a second one because I am a
That's
menace to
why they're all
society.
sold out.
I know. I'm waiting until they're back in
You
stock.
got
To...
it.
uh,
I don't have one yet. Looks
oh,
very cool though.
DePoets. Hey, how are you? He has a great question for you. What is your keyboard size go to?
Keyboard size?
Yeah, your preferred keyboard size.
My preferred is an 1800 layout.
I don't
So
I don't think
the
I know what that is.
oh,
Tell me
can I
more.
show you?
Yes, please.
This
Oh,
is
I love those
an
colors.
1800. Yeah, this is an old Dolch keyboard from a Dolch PAC. But basically, there's a more modern form of it. It's like a 96% or 96 key, where some of the keys are removed. Like there's all these extra ones up here that people don't really need. So they kind of removed some stuff and squished it together. But basically,
Oh,
it's
I
every key of
see.
a full size squished into the kind of the form factor of a TKL.
Oh, okay. So that's a 96% is an equivalent of it.
Yeah, it's roughly equivalent. This is
What's different between the two?
the 96 gets rid of a couple of a couple extra keys. Well,
Interesting.
sometimes maybe they don't all. But
You're the
yeah.
keyboard expert between the two of us. Don't don't ask me.
Well, no, I'm not asking you, but there are so many different like sub layouts of each kind. Each company has like kind of their own take on it or whatever. So,
That is
but
why
I
is
think
this your
some of
favorite?
them get rid of the. What was that?
Why is this your favorite?
Because I come from a technical number using background, so
Need that
having
numpad.
numbers is nice. So having a numpad is nice, and it's the same space on my desk as a TKL. So it's like the efficient way to have everything at your disposal that you need,
That's
and it's
funny.
just cool. I just really like the Dolch, this board in particular.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's actually fun. You were talking about needing the number pad because the poets commented that the number pad zero key would drive me nuts on that board as it's offset. Is it offset? Like what?
Yeah,
I need to see.
you get used to it. You get used to it. So if you normally hit the zero, on the side
Oh,
here, like right at the
that
edge where it
would.
would be,
Yep, that would be a time.
you have to hit just the smaller one. But you get used to it.
No, for sure. Because that happened with me when I had my K65. I was using the little knob for a long time to adjust volume, and I was like, "Oh, I really love the knob. It's really great." And then I got the Custom 80, which doesn't have a knob, and so I periodically would hit the pause button. I would try to turn the pause button, and I'm like, "That is not a knob. You can't use that."
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of the custom 80, that's what I've got on my desk right now. It's the custom 80.
What theme do you have?
The
Oh,
bird jungle,
that's
bird jungle.
cute.
Orange case, all that, and then
Oh, that's fancy.
blue. Yeah,
That
CMSF
orange is
thing.
really pretty. I'm a big
Yeah.
fan. How often do you change your keyboards, like the themes?
Uh, Fairly often. There's some that are more mainstays than others. Like, I'll be honest, I don't use every board as much as you might hope when you have a collection. But yeah,
It's
I do. I rotate through.
it's true. I have like 3 keyboards back here. I think 1, 2, might be 3 here, and then 1 up there, and then there's like a 4th or 5th one over there. And I definitely don't rotate as much as I think I would like to.
Sometimes there is a little bit of friction with switching because you got to get used to the way it feels, and if it's a different layout too. So there's a little bit of like, well, I'm kind of in the groove here. I don't know if I really want to like mix things up too much right now, but
That's fair.
other times I do.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Long flowers that I have hanging in my background, they were actually purple, and same with the stickers that were on my case. They were a purple flower, and I very recently just changed them to this, but it was like a whole ordeal. And I feel like it's the same thing when I switch my keyboard out, and like it's a whole thing, especially if you're changing just the keycaps and all that. Because I assume you do the same thing where you clean your stuff afterwards. Like you don't just swap out the keycaps and store them. You clean them and then store them.
Sure, yeah. I clean it. I clean things all the time. Yeah.
Well,
No, not all the time. No.
yep, okay.
But a lot of times I don't. I mean, I do sometimes switch just keycaps or do that. But sometimes I just switch the full keyboard, so the keyboard goes
Easy
down
enough.
into the keyboard closet.
The
Or
keyboard closet?
yeah, there's a keyboard closet.
That sounds like the prison for your keyboards.
Yeah, it's a bit of
Amazing.
a problem.
Oh, question. Do you know if you're going to be attending CES or Computex next year?
I don't know if I'm going to.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything yet. But if we do, we'll make a post in the Discord for sure about it. Because it would be fun to meet everybody and anybody who's going to be going there.
Yeah, yeah. I would love. I mean, I love going to events and meeting people. I would love to be able to do that, but
Same.
I'm not sure at this point.
Yes. So hopefully you'll hear from us soon on if we'll be going, because it'll be great to meet everybody. But let's continue the topic of keyboards, because there were a couple other interesting questions that people had. One was from Care, and it was, what are your favorite switches or preferred switches?
I'm a tactile switch user, so my favorites are the drop Holy Panda X lubed switches. So,
I have heard a lot of people talk about those switches and how much they enjoy them. I might have to check them out at some point. I
really, really like them. I love not having to lube or tune them myself, and it's like the right amount of tactility for me. It's yeah, and I'm not just saying that because I work for Drop. They actually are my favorite. But
no,
yeah,
no, no. I think that's super valid. There are so many switches. I actually have one of those. It's a thing that a friend gave me where I think it's like 64 switches, and it's like it looks like a keyboard, a square keyboard, and it just has one of each switch, so you can test each
yep,
one. Yeah, and there's so many. So I believe you, especially given the background experience that you shared, how much you've been into keyboards even prior to Drop and everything. That yes, those are your favorite, not because you just work for Drop, but because you actually do like them.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, there's so many switches out there, and yeah, it's hard to even come up with a favorite because you would have to try so many of them, and the testers, like you mentioned, are great. Like that you get to test so many things and see them, and you can rule out some for sure using that.
Yes,
Like, no, I
definitely.
just don't like the way this feels or sounds. But even once you get down to like, okay, there's these 10 that I kind of like, you kind of have to use them in a keyboard to really know.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
and then it's all different based on the board itself, the switches, or sorry, the keycaps and everything. Like, it all goes together to kind of make the cohesive experience. So yeah, it's a very deep rabbit hole to get down. And now there are just so many switches out there that it's very hard.
It's so incredibly difficult. Like, I thought that I was really into tactile switches. And then I got the custom 80 with the default, I think it's Gatatron Yellow. Is that how you say it? I don't actually
Yeah,
know.
get around milky yellows.
Yes,
Yeah.
those. And I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I love these. These are so
Yeah.
satisfying. Like that thocky sound that comes from them is. I was like, I didn't know that I could like a new key. I didn't realize. And like you mentioned, it's like you don't really know until you have all those keys actually in a keyboard, because I looked at the tester and it does have that key, but clicking the one key doesn't really give me as much of an insight as the actual keyboard itself. Whereas I'm like, I love this keyboard. Like these switches are so incredibly satisfying for me.
Yep. Yeah. Those are my favorite linear switches.
I love
And
them.
yeah. Yeah. I like
Incredible.
those a lot.
So I guess on that note, though, are there any switches that you personally are just not a fan of?
Not a fan
Yeah, like any particular switch that you're just like, I just
of?
rather not use these. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just not your preferred.
Um, Not necessarily. No. I tend more towards tactile and less linear. I'm not as into linear switches. So those would probably be, just that whole family would be the ones I like the least. Clicky, I do like. Um, they're not for like everyday, all the time use, but I do like a good clicky switch. Some of my favorite, like this is getting down a different rabbit hole, but I the IBM like Model F and the buckling spring Model F, Model M keyboards,
Hmm.
those are obviously clicky, and I love those. You like clicky? No, clicky's great. Don't say that. I
Clicky
get
can
that
be
they're not for
fun.
everybody. Yeah, but they're fun.
That's
It's a good. It's like extra. People put what's it called? Those actuators in their keyboards to make even more noise. So
no, that's
people
awesome.
like it.
Okay, now the real question. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but not sorry. How many keyboards do you think you currently own?
How many? Including all the drop stuff that is for work.
Sure.
Okay, no, it's even harder. I think I think somewhere around 50-ish.
50 key. No wonder why you have a closet dedicated.
Yeah. Well, part of the top couple shelves of the closet are for keycaps,
For
and then
keycaps,
there's
I need you.
yeah.
if you're willing, I need you to take a picture of this closet. Like, just open the closet and take a picture because I need to see it. I'm so
I can do
intrigued,
that.
especially because I want to see what all these keycaps look like. I assume it's just like boxes of keycaps.
Yeah, it's boxes. Like I have a ton of like MT3 and DCX and other, drop keycaps.
I assume that you at
Like
least
especially
sort the keycaps by theme, right? You're not just putting them all into
oh,
one box.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
they're all in their original product packaging. So it's like, a few sets from like all the different sub kits from each design, you know, all of that. So like all the Lord of the Rings ones are kind of right next to each other.
That was actually a fun little question that Deathwish had was how many artisan keycaps do you have?
Oh gosh, where is it? Uh, fewer now than I had at my peak, but uh, between everything, I think probably about 100.
100 artisan keycaps?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's incredible. Do you have a favorite? I
Uh,
assume you like them all, that's why you have them all, but
I do like them all. Yeah. So some of the ones that mean the most to me are from people that I'm friends with who got into artisan keycap making back like when it first exploded as a thing that people were doing.
yeah, it did.
So a guy named Binge, who is part of Hungerworks Studio now, he did all these. Obviously, it's all like hand sculpted and all, and then cast. But he made these really cool designs back in the day. He still does. And so I like those are very. They represent to me like those early days in the hobby when it was just it's like making a lot of friends and yeah. So some of those are really nice. He actually sculpted me a lumberjack cap.
Oh my gosh.
It's called Lumberchap, and it's kind of like
Ah,
modeled after my face, and he like hand painted it, and yeah,
I
sounds really
need to
cool.
see a picture of these. That sounds so fun. You mentioning the artisan keycap like explosion, that time period, it's entertaining to me because I almost went into that. I have a lot of creative audacities about me where I see someone do something once and I'm like, I could do that. But specifically, the reason I
Yeah.
was getting into it is because I did dice making for a while. So I made a lot of like artisan dice
Oh,
and I did
yeah.
resin and all of that fun stuff. And through that, you like it's these hobbies are incredible because of the things you learn. Like people think, oh, I just like made the dice. It's like, no, I actually taught myself to 3D model so I could make the dice shapes. And then I printed them out and then I had to sand them down and then I turned them into the actual silicone molds and then I could create the dice and then I had to sand those dice, clean them up and then I had to color them in. So it's like it's a multi-step process of learning how to do all these things, but because of that I was like I can make keycaps. I could totally do that. And I actually got like some keycaps from various keyboards I had and made molds of them and started like dabbling. But then I moved and everything got put into storage and I just completely forgot about it until very recently in the last year or two. And I'm like, do I want to go back? Do I do I go and make a bunch of random keycaps of just things for fun?
You should get some sculpting clay and just have at it. Yeah. My wife and I wanted to get into it. We got a pressure pot, got all the
Yep.
equipment, all the resins, and just never were able to make the time for it. So it hasn't happened, but
It
it's kind of always
is.
on the back burner as a project we want to do.
Well, I
Yeah.
hope you get a chance to get into it because that'll be really fun to see what you create. But it is a very time consuming hobby, which I think a lot of people also don't realize because if you're doing resin, you have to do it in a place that's well ventilated. I did mine in the garage. You can't do it in your home because even though they say, oh, this is non toxic resin, it's non toxic when it's part A and part B. When you combine part A and part B, it is no longer non toxic. Like the fumes are extremely dangerous and people don't realize that. So you have to have like proper protective equipment, so PPE, and you need to put yourself in a place where it's well ventilated and then after that like I immediately would have to get out of the clothes that I was in, go take a shower and then put on new fresh clothes. Like it's so much more of an effort than people think, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's rewarding once you figure it out. You have frustrating moments, but yeah, if you and your wife ever get to it, I would love to see what you guys come up with.
Yeah, for sure. If we do something, I'll for sure share it. Yeah, there's no chance I wouldn't.
So, have you done a keyboard where you've replaced all of them with artisan keycaps? Just for fun, just to see.
I don't remember. I don't think so. I've done lots of silly stuff with artisan keycaps, but yeah, I don't think I've done that.
Okay, well, I think a couple of people have requested that you do that. Just fill out a whole keyboard with keycaps just to see.
All right, I can do that. That's easy enough.
Okay. So, outside of gaming, outside of PCs, and outside of keyboards, I'm just curious, what other hobbies do you have? What else do you like to do?
So many things. The one of the bigger ones is my wife and I are both really big into board games and other tabletop things.
Me too.
Yeah.
This is
So
why we're
we
co-captains.
that's right. We got our priorities straightened out.
Correct.
So yeah, we do that a lot. Again, time for that has been limited since having the baby, but we always make time for it. Uh, which board games?
Which board
We
games?
lately our obsession has been the Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Oh, I don't think I know
Um,
that one.
yeah, it's like a engine building. You go on an adventure and kind of discover um, like hidden artifact sites and collect things, use those to make like, build up your engine and stuff. Um,
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look it up.
yeah, so engine builders, deck builders, those types of things we're really into. Wingspan is another one.
Have you played Wormspan?
Very yes, once. We got that right before having the baby, so it's that one I'm
Okay, fair.
way less familiar with, but yeah.
No, that's totally fair. But
Yeah.
no, that's
But
awesome.
that whole world and like all those types of games are lots of fun. I haven't even thought about getting is it Finspan is the next one with the fish?
Yes, I don't know if that one's out yet, but yeah, I've seen people were
Okay.
talking about it, and I think they're working on an
Yeah.
expansion for Wormspan.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah. Which yeah, we basically anything in that whole universe we just eat up because it's so fun.
Wait, so that means you'll join us? Do you own Tabletop Simulator?
Yes.
We do play that in the community from time to time. We'll have a tabletop sim night.
Oh,
So
awesome.
we will
Yeah.
definitely have to do that. I think that'll be super fun.
Let me know. I'm there.
Heck yes. Um, I I've transitioned my board games. I was really into a lot of the intense games where, hey, we have to get up at 9 a.m. to read the rules before we can start because this is like a 40-page booklet. So, like,
Yeah.
that's how I used to do a lot of my board game stuff. And then I recently switched over to doing more cozy things. So we've been playing Flamecraft and other, like, just fun, easy to go kind of games. And Flamecraft is one of the ones that we play in the Discord. So we'll have to drag you in there. And of course, if your wife is free, she's totally welcome to join us.
Ooh. Yeah, if it's late enough and the baby is in bed, then for sure.
We will coordinate. We'll figure this out. I think this will be a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Have
All right.
community board game nights.
Yeah. I'm down. That's awesome.
Okay, so aside from board games, what else?
What else? Photography is a big one for me.
What the frick?
Um,
Are we actually siblings? Cause same.
great.
In case
What do
the
you
chat
what
didn't realize, I'm also learning about Hoffman with you guys.
Yeah. We've talked before, but
We have,
these
but
things didn't come up.
correct. I was like, this
Yeah.
is fun. But tell me about your
Uh
photography.
well, I want to know what types of photography do you do?
I do cosplay photography, and then I also do
Oh.
food photography
Oh, like of your own food or do you
of my own
do
food. Yes,
Okay. Okay. So do you do like are you a cook? Like is that a hobby too for you?
it is. Yes, I love to cook and bake.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. I wish I was good at cooking. I can bake all right, but not cooking. Uh, so photography, I have an obsession with old like vintage tech and equipment
Oh,
and
that's
gear
so
and stuff.
fun.
So I like film photography and all old stuff. I picked up a couple of Polaroids from an estate sale recently. So I've been
Cute.
getting into that. Um, I had previously had an Instax Mini, but I was like, I kind of want the old feel of the Polaroid and that format and all that. So that's been fun.
Valid.
Um, and then yeah, I have a mirrorless camera and I do a lot of um, just random photography stuff.
That is so cool. I'm
If
gonna have
that's
to bug you about that later because I think that's a lot of fun and I love seeing what people have captured. So, that's so. I don't know. Sorry, it's really exciting for me. I've been doing photography for like 15 plus years, so I'm just like super invested in it. And anytime somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I do photography," I'm like, now I need to know. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk. I have been in the photography chat in the Discord. So
Yes, that's right. I don't know why it didn't click in my head that like obviously you're into photography. That's why you're in this chat. I thought it was
yeah.
like maybe you just like pretty
Uh,
pictures.
no, I like taking pictures. Yeah. And now I've got a new subject, so I'm getting more experience with portrait photography, taking pictures of baby. So we
Oh,
do every so often we do some little photo shoots and my wife comes up with like the cute outfits and all that, and I take the pictures. It's a
that's
fun exercise.
adorable. I love that so much. I definitely want to see some of those. That is super
Yeah.
cute. Okay, so we're getting close toward the end of stream, and the other thing that I know other people in chat would more than likely also like to know is what have you been watching lately? Tell us some of your favorite shows
Oh man.
or
Okay.
movies.
Yeah. Well, my wife and I watch a lot of we're more TV. I love movies. Like, don't get me wrong, big movie fan. But for whatever reason, we tend to just watch shows. It's one of those like, oh well, it'll only take a half hour, and then you've watched 4 episodes, and you could have just watched a movie. But we do TV a lot. Um, and lately, so like it's about a year ago that I got into the Dropout universe of all their content,
So good.
and yeah. Uh, and so then I recently got my wife into it as well. So we caught up on a whole bunch of stuff. We were watching Game Changer and all the other, you know, their great content. So that latest season of Game Changer wrapped up, which we were watching. Um,
Yes, I need to
and-
message you about that. I've been meaning to be like,
okay,
hey, I finally watched that last episode.
you did. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that make some noise. Smarty Pants, like basically anything Dropout we're watching. And we recently got into Dimension 20, which was we've always been into actual plays and like watching those types of things or listening to podcasts. Um, but there's just such a backlog of Dimension 20 that it was always a more daunting task to kind of take on. But we finally made the plunge on that, so we've been watching that. Um, what else were we watching? We kind of run through shows so much. Oh, we're watching Platonic. That's airing right now, so we're watching that regularly. Oh, your puppy showed up.
That is Mercy. What is Platonic? I don't think I've heard that one before.
That's one with Seth Rogen, where he reconnects with an old friend, just platonically, and it's kind of like their antics and their, you know, it's good. It's funny. I like it a lot. We also
Interesting.
we watched through the studio another Seth Rogen one, which
Oh,
is the
yeah. I don't know any of these. Man, do I watch TV? I don't know anymore.
those are on Apple TV Plus.
Oh,
So
that's
if
why.
you're not plugged into that, you might not know
No.
about them, but
I've Apple TV has been putting out a lot of really quality stuff. Like
really
I've
good stuff.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen a few people mention a few different things on there and I know like Silo was one of them that a lot of people are really into.
Yes.
I need to
Love Silo.
I'm planning on reading Murderbot Diaries first and then I'm going to watch the show which I think is also on Apple TV. But
Yep.
yeah, they're like killing it. I think I feel like mostly sci-fi kind of content is what they've been doing, at least a good chunk of it.
They've been doing a lot of sci-fi, and it's mostly all been pretty good. Um, Skull mentioned Severance. That's also fantastic. Yes. If you haven't watched that, you should watch that.
I haven't watched a lot of things. Let me tell you what.
But yeah, they got a lot of good comedy stuff now too. Or I guess it's not like straight comedy, but it's what a modern comedy kind of is, where it's like got drama elements, but it's funny. Those types of things.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of really really good shows.
Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe when I have time. So Ming-Na Wen is like one of my favorite actresses. She's the one who originally voiced like Mulan in the animated Disney movie, and then since then she's done a ton of other stuff. Like she was in one of the recent Star Wars things. But I follow her on social, and she said, I'm not allowed to watch my Chinese dramas unless I'm working out. And so me and my friends have pretty much done the same thing, where we're like, we don't watch TV shows unless we're at least on our treadmills. And so I have very
Nice.
much have not been doing that as much as I should be. So maybe I'll use this as my excuse and pick up on these shows and
Yeah,
get my treadmill workouts in.
you've got homework. Go get walking and get watching.
Get walking, get watching. I like it. That's good. I'm gonna call that. That's the segment
that's
with my friends.
that's the
Uh,
tagline.
okay, so I know you said you don't really watch movies as much as you used to, but I need to know, what are some of your favorite movies? Give me your like top 5. They don't have to be like the best movies of all time. It could just be a movie you loved.
I was not prepared for that. Oh my gosh.
It's fine. I like to put
I
people on the spot.
I like a lot of the maybe like a cliche thing. Like I mean, Pulp Fiction is fantastic. Um, what what else? I mean, I like so many movies. Like the Lord of the Rings series is great. Um,
I mean, they don't
there's
have to be your
probably
top
some.
5. Just give me some of your favorites,
No,
and
I
that
know.
makes
I'm
it
just
easier.
I'm just trying to I'm struggling to think of them because it's like I like so many things. I just don't have them top of mind right now.
No, that's valid.
But
I was talking with someone
oh,
recently. Oh,
well, wait, the poster in the background. Yes, that's UHF, the Weird Al movie
I haven't.
from like the one from the 80s,
Right, not
not
his
the
biography thing, which I did watch
yeah,
that one. That one was really, really funny.
which
Weird
that
Al's
was
so
fantastic
cool.
too. Yeah,
I love
but
him.
yeah, UHF is a great movie. Yeah, I like so many. Yeah, I like a lot. I don't know.
It's cool. I just like to put you on the spot. It's fine. Um, I was talking to someone recently about Pacific Rim. It's like one of my favorite movies. And that's one of those movies where I'm like, I will never tell someone that this is the best movie that was ever made. It's just incredibly a fun movie for me. And I watch that like constantly. And then I make the joke of like, it's a shame that they never made a second one.
Because they did, right?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
Yeah.
But there's also the other part of it that I think is entertaining, is the fact that there is a movie called Atlantic Rim that came out literally like 6 days before Pacific Rim came out. So you can't say that it's like a knockoff technically, but as far as I'm concerned, they probably released it ahead of time because they knew it was going to be bad. Because first of all, there's just no such thing as an Atlantic Rim, much less the rest of that entire movie. So it's
Well played.
it's fine. I'm cool. It's
Mm.
good. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. I did just remember another movie, just to throw another one out. Uh, like a one that I like to put on just for casual watching is
Ooh,
Scott Pilgrim.
such a
Another
good one.
another great one. Uh, yeah,
Sorry.
I'll think of other uh, things and share them later.
Please do.
Tune in
Definitely
next time.
tune in next time. But yeah, no, this is actually perfectly timed. We're wrapping up. So is there anything in particular you want to shout out to the community, to put you on the spot again?
Uh, no, not necessarily. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
No, you're good. You're
Nothing.
good.
I got nothing. Nothing. I mean, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming here. Nice to meet you all. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions for me.
Yes. Don't worry. We're going to follow up to make sure we get a picture of your keyboard closet because everybody needs to know.
Yeah, I will do that. And I'll send more puppy pictures.
Yes, that too. Never enough puppies. Don't worry, Corky. I am rehauling everything. So I guess on that note, we can do community updates again. So tomorrow, Lucky Wednesdays is back. We're going to be playing some very casual games and just hanging out. And then Nettie will also be back on Thursday. And something that's going to hopefully happen at some point this month is I'm rehauling the entire layout for our streams. So not just the podcast streams, but also all of our streams. That way we have kind of a more updated layout and just kind of in tune with everything that we've been doing lately. So you'll hopefully see something new and fun soon. And then is Hoffman susceptible to peer pressure when it comes to multiplayer streams? What does that mean? Oh my god, look at that puppy.
Here's my puppy.
Oh my god.
This is Luna.
So sweet. Literally, I don't care about anything else in this stream or the updates. We're here to just look at this adorable, cute puppy.
Yeah.
She's done. She's out. Never mind. We're moving on. She's also done. Oh, what a cutie.
You're supposed to be wrapping up.
I mean, how easy it is to convince him to join streams. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I have things planned with Hoffman. He will be on stream more often. We will be doing stuff together. So you guys will see more of this guy, not just in the Discord and the subreddit, but also on stream with me as well. So it'll be fun. I think it'll be exciting. Zinc,
Yeah.
that emo.
You'll have to request that I don't show up.
Right. Yeah. You kind of have to, force me to tell Hoffman to not be here. Like that's where we're at now. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a rundown and meet Hoffman because he, again, is my co-captain of the community. If we want to use more professional terms, he's community manager with me. So we both handle the community. We handle different sides of the business. So together we are one lovely, cohesive team. But he'll be around more. He'll definitely be hanging out on stream more with us. So if you guys have any questions that are lingering in the back of your head in regards to just knowing more about Hoffman, feel free to be on the lookout for those streams and we can learn about Hoffman lore then as well. But on that note, again, tomorrow I will be streaming. It's probably going to be peak, I think, but we'll see. And then Nettie will be around on Thursday. Then we have 2 special live build streams toward the end of the month. So the week of the 22nd, I think it's the 23rd and the 25th, which I think are Tuesday and Thursday respectively, are going to be 2 live build streams that we have from the not the HQ office, from the St. Albans office, which is located in the UK. So I'll post more information about that soon in the Discord so you guys have that ahead of time. And then I think that's everything that I had to share from a community perspective. We do have a community game night this Wednesday. We're going to be playing Repo. A couple people have requested Repo, so I'm excited to get back into it. I haven't played it in a while, but we will also do a board game night soon as well. So, all right. I think that's everything from us, unless Hoffman had anything else. Nope.
No. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining, everybody. We will catch you all later. See ya.
Bye.